Hey y'all, it is Jocelyn Alyse, that mindset teacher, encouraging you to change your thoughts so that we can change the world. Listen, friend, today we are going to talk about something that y'all have been begging me to talk about. So in my previous video, I actually talked about how I teach with Google Slides. If you do not do this, and if you have not seen this video, I need you to go ahead, click the card above, watch that, then come back here, okay? Because teaching with Google Slides is everything. It is a game changer. It helps me to flow through my lesson, to not forget anything. And then because my slides stay the same, it really helps to reinforce my routines. Kids know exactly what to expect. They know exactly what's going on. A kid could walk into my class late, look at the board, and they know exactly what they should be doing. They know exactly, where we are in our lesson because these things are staying the same. So they see exactly how they need to move inside of a classroom. People constantly compliment how my class flows, like how it is pretty much a self-running machine. Like it does what it needs to do, and it helps to maximize learning because kids are not questioning what's going on, and the expectation is always clearly communicated. So I literally go through my daily slides template that I use in this video here, and I talk a little bit about how I use each slide. But in that video, I saw several comments asking me to show how I created the layouts for each of the slides. So today we are going to talk just a little bit about how you can literally go into Google Slides and create this layout. Now, because I am just a little extra, y'all, so I have a classroom decor pack that I purchased from TPT. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So this classroom decor pack I purchased from TPT in 2020, and it is by Classroom and Confetti. So this is the decor pack that is inside of my classroom. Literally, like right now, all of my decor, everything inside of my classroom matches this it all comes from this decor pack. So basically I wanted my slides to match my classroom decor because just extra, right? So I went ahead and I designed my daily slides template based on this pack here. So I am going to walk you guys through how I used some of the elements from this classroom decor pack and put it into my slides, as well as how you can just create some slides just freehand. All right, y'all, so first things first, we are going to go ahead and download this file. It is a huge file since this classroom decor pack has so much in it. So in the meantime, we're going to go to our Google Drive, press new, and then go to Google Slides presentation. I like to hold my mouse over the two things that already come to delete them, and then I have this blank slate. Then here are just some of the things that I have already created so you can get an idea of where we are going today. Now, when I first created this template, I went ahead and I looked at what was included in the classroom decor pack, and I see it has the polka dots, the stripes, it has these nice pastel colors. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in striped background in Google. Now, first thing I'm noticing, I need to put in black and white because these stripes were not colorful. So I'm going to type in black and white striped backgrounds, and I really like this first one. Kind of has a painted look to it. So I'm just going to copy that image and I'm going to paste it in. Now I'm just going to adjust the size to fit on the slide, and I like to go ahead and actually duplicate it rather than stretching it out so that it doesn't distort the image. Then we're going to create a new slide, go ahead, delete those things, and literally do the same process with a couple different versions of striped backgrounds. Now with this one, I did try the duplication method, but I didn't like how the stripes were lining up. So I did decide to try and stretch it, and notice it wasn't that distorted. So I just kept it that way. And then I'm going to grab one more different type of stripes. I like these diagonal ones, so I'm going to add that one in, stretch it out. And then I am just going to work on recreating these pink and white like kind of frames to the slide that you see. So I'm going to insert a shape, but I want this shape to be proportioned correctly. So I'm actually going to go to the page setup under file, and I am going to make these numbers even. So right now it's like 10 and 5 point something. I'm just gonna make that 10 by 6, so that way when I make the shapes, I can easily proportion them because they're even numbers. So looking at the colors of this slide, I definitely, again, we wanted to match, so we are going to look at the colors here. I'm gonna use my color picker. This is just like a add-on to Chrome that helps you to like select colors on your screen. And I'm going to use my color picker to literally pick out one of the colors that will directly match the colors from the classroom decor pack. So I copied in that hex code. Then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make the outline of the box transparent. Now we can go to the size. So I went to format options after I clicked on the box. I'm going to make this a 9.5 by 5.5. So that's about 0.5 less than the size of the whole slide, because remember we went and made sure we had even numbers so we could do easy math. Now I am going to basically like duplicate the same box, and when I duplicate the box, because I'm going to duplicate it to create the white box, actually I wasn't liking how the black and white were lining up, so I'm actually going to scoot these down just a little bit to kind of frame the slide more the way I want it. Now we can go ahead, we can duplicate this coral box, and instead of it being a 9.5, we're going to make it 9, just straight up 9 and by 5. Okay, so then I'm going to make that box white. I'm going to make sure it has no outline, and this is kind of how we're looking. I don't like how much space is left on the slide with my frame, so I am literally going to go ahead and make the coral box 9.7, and the white box I'm gonna make 9.5. I am definitely liking that spacing a lot more, and I don't know if you guys see the, oh wait, that's a little, the white box is too big, so let's do 9.3. Let's try that. And then y'all, I am looking for those red lines that pop up on the screen to show up and kind of line up to show that everything is centered. Those lines are so helpful. Now I'm just going to make a box along the top. This is usually where I put like the title of the slide or like what the slide is for. And then I'm going to make that coral, and I'm going to make the outline transparent. And then it's already coral, so that's perfect. Now, this is a great, like just skeleton of a slide that I could use to put into my slides. So I'm literally just gonna copy and paste those boxes into the other slides. So literally, y'all, a lot of this is like copy and paste. Once you get one set up, you can kind of just copy and paste the boxes into all of them. So then you have like a couple different types of slides that are similar, but it's not like they're all exactly the same. Now, one thing that these slides are missing, because the classroom pack has like these very beautiful flowers in it, are those nice flowers. So once I get all of these like in and I get them centered like how I want, all of my frames and like where I put my title, like get that centered where I want, I'm gonna go ahead and look to make those flowers. So to make the flowers, I am actually going to open up one of the files. It is like floral posters that have like posters with the different flowers and stuff on them. And I am literally gonna look for some flowers that I like that I might want to add. Y'all, I started to do this one, but as I did it, I definitely regretted it. This was not the best choice. Do not do this because there's so much in the background of these flowers. But literally, I'm just taking my screenshot tool that's built into my computer, and I'm gonna screenshot the flowers that I want. I'm gonna save this screenshot to my computer. I just saved it as flower one, and then I'm gonna go to one of the best websites that I have found that's free, which is remove.bg. So at this website, you would just upload the image that you want. Then when you upload it, it will remove the background of the image. Now, this is what I was talking about, y'all, when I said this was a bad choice because there was so much going on in the background. So now I have to literally go in and remove parts that remove.bg did not remove. Whereas if I had picked a better photo, it would have automatically caught a lot of this stuff, which is like what you will see a little later on. So I'm literally going in and I'm removing the things that remove.bg did not catch, and I'm actually going to add in like some things that remove.bg erased that I felt shouldn't have been erased. Now there are some parts of this flower that got cut off or got erased as I was doing it. I was not trying to make this perfect, honestly, because it does not need to be. Now, depending on your preference or depending on how you want your slides to look, you can definitely do that differently. Y'all see me restoring some of the photo before I go ahead and download it. Now I'm going to download that image to my computer, and I literally just replaced the other flower one that I did. And once I have this downloaded, I can go ahead and actually upload it into my Google Slides. So it downloaded there at the bottom. So I'm literally just going to drag and drop that in. And I am going to kind of have these flowers be towards the bottom of this. I am going to crop out that part that I messed up when I was erasing. And I'm just going to kind of situate the flowers however I feel they should kind of fall onto the slide. I do think these look like really cute towards the bottom of the slide. So I'm going to go ahead and just like adjust the slides by dragging and dropping the blue boxes to make it look however I want that to look. So I have like a desired little feel. I did feel like the flowers were a little distorted, so I ended up like going back instead of like stretching it out so much. And then I'm making them just a little bit smaller because I'm going to layer this image so the flowers look just a little more fuller. So you see me going ahead and just laying those two images of the same flower. So I just duplicated that flower or copy and pasted it and laying that on the slide so that it looks nice and full. I'm going to press slideshow to see how that looks, and I like it. So now back at remove.bg, I'm going to upload another image from the posters, and literally I'm going to go through the same exact process, removing the background from the picture. This one was a little bit easier than the previous one, even though it still had quite a bit of things that remove.bg did not catch in the photo. So just going through, erasing, restoring, making sure it looks exactly how I want it to look. Once I have that together, I can go ahead and download the image. I'm going to save it and replace it. Or replace the previous image that I had. And then we can go ahead and upload that into the Google presentation as well. Then dragging and dropping that download into the slide from the downloads bar at the bottom of my screen. I'm just going to resize these and put those flowers wherever I want them to be on the slide. For this one, I did decide to go with like two flowers kind of sitting in the corner. I felt like they were a little big and a little overpowering, so I did size that one down. I do like to leave most of my slides open because I'm using them for teaching. So I want them to look cute, but I also want them to be practical, and I want the space to be meaningful. So I don't want to have just a bunch of cute flowers on the page, but also have space for my content. So for this last slide, I am going to add just one more flower. And this is what I'm talking about when I say pick a image that has a more of a white background. Because do y'all see that? That image I was just able to go ahead and download because it looked exactly how it was supposed to look as soon as I put it in. Well, not exactly. Actually, I am noticing that some parts need to be restored. Just like the pink of the flower got a little bit erased. So I'm going to go ahead and just restore those parts. But boom, like this flower is legit pretty much ready without me having to go in and erase and be trying to move around the slide and doing all the things. So this one I am ready to download and add into the slide. So of all the flowers I have did today, I actually really like this one. I like the way it falls in the corner and kind of spreads out. So this is definitely one that, again, I would probably put in the corner. I'm thinking maybe another like little situation where I have two corners, or maybe even with this flower you could do like a four corner situation where I just have these smaller flowers in all four of the corners. There are so many different design aspects that you could go with a flower like this. So these are all the different designs that we have made so far. So here is my daily slides again, just so you can see like how these come together once you put like all the different designs together. Now I did want to show you guys how you can make this without like focusing on a decor pack. So I'm going to go to another blank slide, and let's say your room is neon colors. I'm just going to type in neon colors background. And again, from the beautiful Google, I'm just going to look at some images that look cute to me. I'm just going to scroll through till I find something that I like. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that to our slide. As you can see, there's so much to pick from, but I kind of like just like this rainbowish one right here. So I'm going to copy that image, and we are going to go ahead and paste it in. It pretty much takes up most of the screen, so I'm gonna again just adjust it to cover up the entire slide. Now I like making sure that my colors like kind of match and do what they need to do. So I am gonna add in a shape. I like to have like that framed layer background, but before I do that, I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna use my color picker to get this purplish shade together. So let's go ahead and add in our square, and then we can make that square purple. We're going to make the outline of the box transparent so that way you cannot see it. It just has like the purplish there. We're going to go back to shape format options, I'm sorry, and we're going to type in the same. I think I'm going to do the 9.7 and the 5.7, since that our slide is actually a 10.7 since our slide is a 10 and a 6, I'm sorry. So that way it's about 0.3 off of the slide. Now, here I am noticing that when I put the image in, I did not put it in correctly. It is actually going over the slide, which is making my sizing just a little weird. So I think I'm just going to cut off the parts of the image that are out of the slide, if that makes sense. So I'm just kind of adjusting this, making sure I have my slide in the middle, making sure that that is fitting onto the slide. And then I am going to go ahead and use my color picker again. Y'all, if you do not have this color picker extension, you need to get it because I am going to go ahead and use that to add in like a red bar going across how we had the coral bar on the other one. I'm going to have that red bar going across in this particular slide. So I picked up that red color. I'm going to copy and paste the hex code for that red square there. And I am going to, I'm seeing this is giving me some trouble, y'all. I'm making sure I have that on the slide correctly. And then I'm going to go ahead and adjust. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. Let's make sure we got this nice and situated on here the way we want it. Looking for those red lines to come through too to show me that everything is centered. And oh, y'all, we almost forgot the white box. So let's go ahead and make sure we have that. I want to make sure I have my white box there. I like to have the white box because if I write on the slide, I want the kids to clearly to be able to see what it is that I'm writing. I like for things to be cute, but I like even more so for them to be functional. So I want this to be able to work in a way that is conducive to learning, that helps my students, and still gives them something cute to look at. So I'm just adjusting the size and the placement of the white and purple boxes to make sure they look exactly how I want them to look. Y'all, I don't know what I did when I put the background in, but I'm seeing that I did not place that right. So I am just playing around with this until I get everything centered and get it to look exactly how I want it to. I am going to have to go ahead and move that red box to be on top. So that way I can actually see it above the above the white. So I'm just going to click on the box and then go to order and then go ahead and scoot that to the top. Now I'm just going to stretch that out to go all the way to the ends of the slide, and voila, y'all see how we have this similar type of style. And one thing that I think is extra cute sometimes is when it has like a little shadow. So I'm actually gonna pick another color using my color picker. I'm going to pick, let's do the green. I'm going to pick that green color to kind of have like the green shadow to the red box. I know that might sound weird, but I think it might be cute, especially playing with the colors from the background. So I'm going to turn the transparency down so you can, or turn it up actually, so you can see it. And then y'all see that kind of has like a little look to it. I'm going to move the angle so it's not as dramatic. We just want it slightly there, and then blur it out just a little bit. So I have this little look here where you have like the different colors sitting on the slide. Y'all, I don't know how I feel about this. What do y'all think? I don't know if it's a vibe for me. It is something that you could possibly play with. I think I'm gonna like take it off. I don't think I'm feeling that. So I'm just gonna take that off. But you see, like, you can really play with these slides. You can play with how you format everything, just to make it nice and cute, to make it flow with however you want it to look. To add a little something, just a little razzle dazzle to this slide, I am going to add in my Bitmoji. So I'm using the Bitmoji Chrome extension. I feel like so many teachers were into Bitmoji during virtual teaching. Adding the extension is super easy, and y'all see it adds just a cute little razzle dazzle to the slide, makes it look fun and playful. So I am definitely loving the final look of this one. Alright, y'all, so I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope that you got some tips and some tricks that you can use to help to build your own Google slide template, daily slides, teaching slides. Y'all, teaching slides have been such a game changer for me. They have helped me to just stay in the rhythm, in the flow, to get all of my content in, and to make sure that my students know exactly what to expect. If you like my content, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below if there is something else in Google Slides that you would like to see, or just something that you want to know about my teacher life. I love you guys. I totally appreciate your support, and I cannot wait to see you again. Bye bye.